Give everybody just a minute to jump on. How's everybody doing tonight? I got something fun to talk to you guys about. I want to just share a little bit of some life lessons and some leadership principles, really, that can help you in your life and can, help advance you and move you forward. So give it just a couple minutes, give everybody a chance to log on. And I know it's around in the Eastern time zone anyway. It is near dinner time, so a lot of people may be with their families right now and can catch the replay. And then all my West Coast friends, shout out to the West Coast. What? You all are probably stuck in traffic somewhere on your way home. But I want to talk just for about maybe 10, 15 minutes, probably. I'm going to try and keep it to 10 minutes tonight about something that a lot of people seem to struggle with, and that's regret. And, everybody always says no regrets or live your life without regrets. But the truth of the matter is that if you have an honest heart conversation with most people, they're going to, at some point in time, tell you a story about a situation in their life or a decision that they made where they say something along the lines, or I wish I hadn't of, or I regret ever doing this or getting involved in this. And I'll be honest, I've even said it myself, but what I've learned recently and what I really feel like that God has shown me about this is that there is never, ever any reason that we should regret anything we've done. And so tonight, this was literally an eye-opening moment for me, and it really set me free from a lot of struggles that I had personally. And so I really felt that there are people out there who struggle with, feeling bad about decisions that they've made in the past, or they wish that they hadn't have done certain things. And so, I think that what God has revealed to me and shown me about this is just so liberating and so freeing that I honestly feel it's my responsibility to share it. And it's simple, honestly. When I realized it and just simply turned my perspective a different way, it was like, oh, well, duh. That makes sense. But anyway, I think usually people say that they regret something because there's a situation in their life that maybe didn't work out the way they thought it should or would, or they've had a negative experience with something and they weren't happy with the outcome. And if we think about it, though, it's really an improper mindset, and honestly, it's an ego-based mindset, and it's pride-based, and it's a pride-based way of thinking. And if you're operating from your heart or your spirit rather than your ego, and you're operating from your heart and from a place of humility rather than pride, then there's never any reason for you to have regret. And the truth of the matter is that we're all experiencing this wonderful thing called life. And not to sound cliche or anything, but truthfully, life is a beautiful thing, and it's a gift we've all been given, and we all get to experience it together. But the thing is we're all at different levels or different places in our journey of life, and we're at different levels of growth and development. Maybe, I've learned more in a certain area than you have, but on the flip side of that, there may be another area where you've learned more than I have. And it's just part of our experiences lead to our maturity in the spirit and our evolution and growth as humans. And that journey and that growth and that development just leads us, down the path of, being at different places in our decision-making process. So the things we experience in life, they're unique and to our personal experiences and our personal upbringing and our mindsets and our education, our culture, that kind of thing. And they're generally based on the choices we make as individuals for our lives. So to say I regret something, or to say I regret this or I regret that, is really to not honor the decision that you made at the time you made the decision in your life. Think about that for a minute. everybody wants to make the right decision, right? I know I do. When I go to make a decision before I get involved in something, or before I decide I'm going to trust a certain individual, I base that decision based on the knowledge I have at the time, based on the life experience I've had at the time, based on the particular circumstance that I'm in. Maybe there's a red flag here or there, but I still try and make the best possible decision I can make for where I am at that place in my life. So to get a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years down the path, and for something to suddenly go wrong and then not work out the way you thought it would, and then to look back on a decision you made previously when you had 1, 2, 3, 4 years less experience, 1, 2, 3, 4 years less life knowledge, less development, less growth, is to really say that when you made the decision at the place that you made it, you were not honoring that decision. So everybody wants to make the right decision. And they, like I said, they make those decisions based on where they are in their human evolution when the decision is made. So really the first thing to setting yourself free from regret is to honor the decisions that you made at the time you made them in your life. And honestly, let's face it, guys, regret leads to nothing good. It leads to false guilt, it leads to blame, it leads to depression, it leads to anger and resentment. And in really bad cases, when regret goes unchecked and stays part of you too long, then it can even lead to self-hatred. So maybe you didn't make the right decision. Maybe you did get involved with some people that it wasn't the best idea to get involved in. Maybe you did participate in a situation or a circumstance that didn't work out quite so good for you. But you know what? You made the best possible decision you could make at the time, and you learned from it. So what? No regrets. Live your life with no regrets, because regret never leads to anything good for you or good for anyone else that's involved in your life. So why should you allow a decision that you made at a prior time in your life, that you thought you made the best possible decision you could, and you thought it was going to work out differently than it did? Why beat yourself up over that? Why have hard feelings over that? Just stop, think about it, embrace your mistakes, embrace your missed moments, embrace the less than perfect situations and choices that you made in life, and learn from them, grow from them. And honestly, friends, if you have learned from something or you have grown from something, then it wasn't a mistake. And there's no reason for you to have any regrets about it. It was an experience. It was an experience that no one can ever take away from you. It was a lesson that you learned that cannot be unlearned. And it's information that you have that can help you on the path as you continue in your life. Because next time you're confronted with a situation similar to that, you're probably not going to make the same choice that you made before. So why regret something not working out perfectly in your life? Because you're going to get another shot. As long as you're still on the planet, you're going to have more decisions to make. You're going to have more opportunities come your way. You're going to have more people to choose to trust or not trust. You're going to have more situations to get involved in or not get involved in. So if you think about all of that, then really regret no longer has any power over you. And you can live free from it. You can live completely free from it. So my mentor, one of my mentors, I have many, but one of them, John Maxwell, he's written, about 70 books. So he's got a little bit of experience under his belt. He always says good leaders ask great questions. He also says that the most difficult person to lead is yourself. And so if you're going to lead yourself and you're going to lead your life, then you have to ask yourself a few questions. So tonight, I want to encourage you to think about the things in your life that didn't work out quite like you wanted them to or expected that they would. Think about the relationships that are broken. Think about the opportunities that you feel you missed or that you passed up, and maybe you've wished since then that you hadn't have passed them up. Now, when you have those things in your mind, let them go. Just forgive yourself. If you're carrying around guilt, let it go. It's not helping you. If you're carrying around some self-blame or some, gosh, I hope it hasn't progressed to the point of self-hatred, or if you have some anger or resentment toward those people from your past, let it go, because it's not helping you move forward in your life. So in order to be free from regret, you also have to forgive. You have to let all of that go, and you just have to say, you know what? Thank you. Thank you, God, for that opportunity that I had. Thank you for that life experience that I had. And then you have to thank yourself. Thank yourself for making the decision that you made that put you in the place to have that life experience. Even though it was painful, your pain pushes you forward. Your pain pushes you deeper down the path of life and allows you to begin to develop and move and grow in your personal life. And so thank God first, and then thank yourself for those experiences, and then ask yourself. Remember, good leaders ask great questions. Be a leader of your own life and ask the questions. What did I learn from this? What could I do different next time? How could this have worked out differently? And then take those things that you learned and apply them to the next situation. Apply them to the next decision. Apply them to the next thing that you have to do. And remember, sometimes in life you win and sometimes you learn, but you never lose. You are not a loser. You will never be a loser. You're always going to win, because even when you learn, you win. Think about that for a minute. You always win. Even when you don't win, because you learn. And if you're learning, you're winning. It's a win-win. So the secret to living a life free of regret is to just flip your perspective. Think about it differently. Honor the decision that you made at the time that you made it, because you made the best possible decision you could possibly make at the time. Learn from every single experience that you have a chance to in life. And you, my friend, you're going to go far. And so that's all I have for tonight. I just wanted to jump on for about 10 minutes. I see Sean Askew in the house. Oh my goodness. Dude, I haven't seen you. Has it been what? When was our last class reunion? I didn't make the last one, but the one before that? Dude, it's so great to see you on here. I hope you're doing well. Melody, good to see you. Good to see you, old college buddy. I love getting on here because people that I haven't seen or heard from in years, they just pop in just to go, what's Krista up to? So thanks for tuning in tonight. Hey, Lori, it's great to see you. Thanks for tuning in tonight, and this will stay up on my timeline. I was doing these back in February, early March, and then I got sidetracked with some projects I was working on. I was doing a little bit of traveling, and I haven't done one for a while, but don't worry, I've been saving up my content, and we're gonna kick these things back off. Can't make any promises because my schedule's so sporadic right now, and I've got some really, really big things happening. Book release, an ebook, not an imprint book, but I do have a small ebook release coming up in May. So stay tuned for that. I am going to be giving it away for free for a little while, just because I'm generous. And the topic really kind of goes along with tonight's topic, and it's really how to eliminate negative thought patterns that hold you back in life, because I want you guys to be successful. I want you guys to move forward in every area of your life and know that there's greatness on the inside of you that is just waiting for you to let it out. And part of my job is to reach inside of you and pull it out and just unleash and take the chains off of everything holding you back so that you can be all that God created you to be. And that you can share your greatness with the world, because the world needs what you have on the inside of you. There's a unique seed planted on the inside of you. And the only way to get it out is for you to let it out. So part of my job is in the kingdom is to help you unleash that greatness and that success on the inside of you. And so, anyway, didn't mean to get off on all that. I was telling you about the book. So the book's going to come out in May, early May, and I'll post it on Facebook, probably do a little video about it. May throw in a webinar just to teach some little extra stuff that's not in the book, so stay tuned for that. And it's been 15 minutes. I said 10 to 15 minutes, so I want to stay true to my word. Thank you guys again for joining. Catch the replay. Share this with your friends. Click the like button. Leave me a comment. Let me know your thoughts. And I will see you next time. Love you.